Everything he did was aimed at him being in the best nick of his life, coming into the quarterfinal, semi-final, final, and that French game was just part of that.
He stands not just as a 3-time International Rugby Board Player of the Year, but also as the undisputed all-time leading scorer in rugby history. His achievements, towering and unmatched, speak volumes. That's why today we're speaking about him. Who are we talking about? This is the story of Dan Carter, the rugby legend.
Tonight on Prime News, the nightmare scenario as Dan Carter's forced out of the World Cup. But
Dan Carter out of Rugby World Cup. A crippling blow for the All Blacks.
It felt like someone had died whose nation would come to a halt.
I don't think New Zealand can win this World Cup.
Dan Carter's injured and then he's out.
A Dan Carter injury crisis.
A Carter crisis.
Dan Carter.
Daniel Carter.
Dan Carter.
Dan Carter.
Dan Carter.
Dan Carter.
Dan Carter.
Early life. Taking it back, Carter was born in a small town near Southbridge in New Zealand's South Island, just a 10-minute drive from his family home. His parents, Neville and Bev Carter, and his older sister Sarah were his family. Starting from the age of 5, he played rugby with the Southbridge Rugby Club, initially as a halfback and scrum half. As he grew up, he played for representative teams like Ellesmere and Canterbury Country. He went to Ellesmere College, where he mostly played as a first 5/8. In his final year, he transferred to Christchurch Boys High School, hoping to boost his chances of success in rugby. Some people have described him as a shy and quiet young man who kept his big dreams to himself. Interestingly, his great-uncle was Bill Daly, who played for Canterbury and New Zealand as a halfback. Daly was part of the famous 1924-25 Invincibles team and later became a rugby administrator for Canterbury. It seems that rugby runs through the family, right? In 2002, the fly half embarked on his professional journey with Canterbury, igniting a flame of passion for the game. The following year, he clinched a contract with the Crusaders, a milestone in his career. Initially playing in the number 12 jersey alongside the esteemed Andrew Mertens, he yearned for more. The Crusaders reached the finals in 2003 and 4, but victory eluded them both times, casting shadows of disappointment. Nevertheless, Carter's transition to fly half brought a glimmer of hope, culminating in the Super Rugby title triumph in 2005. The following year, jubilation ensued as they claimed the title once again, with Carter's remarkable 221 points standing as a testament to his prowess. But then, this was just the start of his career success. How, you may ask? The debut for the All Blacks. In June 2003, Carter played his first game for the All Blacks when he was 21, in Hamilton, New Zealand. Surprisingly, he scored 20 points against Wales. Then he played against France in Christchurch and the All Blacks won 31-23. And to add the cherry on top, he also played as a substitute against Australia, the Wallabies, in Sydney, and the All Blacks won 50-21. What a player! To make it better, all this effort couldn't just go in vain. A great reward was awaiting him. I know what you're wondering, what exactly was it? Well, Carter was chosen for New Zealand's 2003 Rugby World Cup team, where he got a lot of attention internationally. This marked the beginning of his international career. During the tournament, he didn't always start games, but did play against Italy in Melbourne, which the All Blacks won 70-7, and also against Canada and Tonga. Even though Carter had been part of the All Blacks since 2003, he didn't secure a permanent spot as the team's main first 5/8 until the 2004 tour to the United Kingdom and France. Before that, he played as a second 5/8 until the end of the 2004 Tri-Nations. In 2005, Carter's brilliance illuminated the field during an unforgettable showdown against the British and Irish Lions. With 2 tries, 5 penalties and 4 conversions, he orchestrated a symphony of skill and determination, catapulting the All Blacks to victory. His record-breaking 33-point spectacle left spectators in awe, with The Guardian acclaiming it as the best display by a fly half in modern times, a moment of triumph amidst adversity. The pinnacle of Carter's recognition came in 2005 when he was crowned the IRB Player of the Year, a historic achievement for a New Zealander. The honour sparked jubilation and pride among fans, cementing his status as a legend of the game. However, in April 2008, whispers of Carter's departure to European clubs cast a shadow of uncertainty over his future. Despite the allure of lucrative offers, the decision weighed heavily on his heart. Eventually, in June 2008, he made the leap, signing a 6-month contract with the French club Perpignan, amidst mixed emotions of excitement and apprehension. Tragically, on 31st of January 2009, fate dealt a cruel blow as Carter suffered an Achilles tendon injury while representing Perpignan against Stade Francais. Despite the devastation of being sidelined for the rest of the season, a glimmer of solace emerged as they clinched the top 14 title, a bittersweet victory tinged with the pain of Carter's absence. But he wasn't lost forever. He was still in the mood of gaming and was the same Carter that everyone knew. Carter got better in time to play for his home team, Canterbury, in the first game of the 2009 Air New Zealand Cup. After a few months of recovering, he was picked to play for the All Blacks against Australia on 22nd of August 2009. Back like he never left. On 27th of November 2010, after kicking a penalty from the halfway line against Wales, Carter became the highest point scorer of all time, surpassing England's Johnny Wilkinson's previous record of 1,178 points. However, Wilkinson reclaimed the record on 26th of February 2011 against France. Carter regained it on 30th of July 2011 during the first match of the 2011 Tri-Nations Series against South Africa, bringing his total to 1,204 points. Currently, he's scored a total of 1,598 test points in 112 tests, with an average of 14.27 points per game, the highest average for players with more than 500 test points. Alongside Richie McCaw, Carter earned $750,000 New Zealand dollars a year, making them the joint highest paid players in New Zealand. Their contracts are not affected by form or fitness, as they're considered essential to the All Blacks' plans for the 2011 Rugby World Cup. Although Carter was set to captain the All Blacks for the first time against Canada, he had to miss the rest of the 2011 World Cup after tearing a groin tendon during the final training session before the match. He was named the IRB Player of the Year again in 2012, but there was a surprise when he was not shortlisted for the New Zealand Player of the Year. On 16th of November 2013, Carter became the fifth All Blacks to reach 100 caps when New Zealand defeated England 30-22 at Twickenham during their end-of-year tour. In December 2014, it was said that Carter would go to Racing Metro, a club in Paris, after the 2015 Rugby World Cup. He signed a 3-year deal worth a lot of money, about €1.5 million each season, making him the highest paid rugby player in the world. On the 17th of July 2015, Carter and Richie McCaw played their final match together in Christchurch before Carter joined Racing Metro in France. On the 15th of August 2015, Carter played his last test in New Zealand in the Bledisloe Cup decider at Eden Park, a trophy he'd never lost since his debut. He later starred in a Men in Black themed safety video for Air New Zealand alongside McCaw. Then in November 2015, Carter shared that while he was getting better from tearing his Achilles tendon in 2013, he talked with Robert Kraft, who owns the New England Patriots in the National Football League, about the chance of joining them as a kicker. In the 2015 Rugby World Cup final against Australia, Carter's exceptional performance included 4 penalties, 2 converted tries, with the final one taken with his right boot, and a crucial drop goal that secured the All Blacks' victory. He was awarded the Man of the Match for his outstanding contribution and received the IRB Player of the Year award for the 3rd time after the All Blacks' triumph. The next year, Carter showed his prowess even more, where he played a big role in Racing Metro's victory in the 2016 Top 14 final. It was on the 24th of June 2016, where they won 29-21 against Toulon at Camp Nou in Barcelona. Carter scored 15 points, including 5 penalties, and was named man of the match. It was even more impressive because Metro had to play with only 14 players for most of the game after Maxime Machinot was sent off for a dangerous tackle on Matt Gito. Unfortunately, on the 25th of November 2017, Carter left Racing 92 in France after the season ended. Then on 16th of July 2018, he joined Kobelco Steelers, a club in the Japanese top league. The next year, in February 2019, it was announced that Carter would return to Racing 92 as injury cover for Patrick Lombi, who had to retire due to concussions. But after 2 years of playing, finally, on 20th of February 2021, he announced his retirement from professional rugby on his Instagram account. From triumphs on the rugby field to unexpected twists in his career, Carter's story is one of resilience, determination, and the pursuit of excellence. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories and thought-provoking questions. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams and embracing the journey.